Are you ready?
Starting August 20th.
Welcome to Love's. Safe and clean are two words that mean more now than ever before. Love's has been the leader of clean places, friendly faces for nearly 60 years. When you visit our stores, you'll find something for the entire family to enjoy, from our restaurants to plenty of drink and snack options. So whether you're back on the open road or planning to be soon, we'll be here for you and your entire travel party, keeping our stops safe, clean, and stocked with all your road trip needs. Love's, the heart of the highway.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first.
Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Guys, we got so many benefits. I wish we had some help. We do. Oh, we got per diem. We got a dental plan. Oh, we got team drivers. We got paid vacation.
Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama.
Wait, Hoss Daddy, you forgot something.
Oh, the $1,000 sign-on bonus at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Money, money, money.
Did you know at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, after 30 days of employment, that you can join our 401k retirement plan? That's right, we match it up to 4%. That's gross pay, 4% after 30 days of employment. Drive a Buck Division truck for Wiley Sanders Truck Line, be home twice a week and every weekend. You know, if these wheels roll at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, you make money. Home twice a week, every weekend. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, $1,000 sign-on bonus. Come drive for the best today.
Take the worry out of Wi-Fi with managed Wi-Fi from Troy Cable. Say goodbye to dead zones. Automatically update outdated technology. Get the most of your signal with specialized access points. With worry-free Wi-Fi from Troy Cable, you can enjoy a full-strength signal reaching every corner of your home. Think fast. Think friendly. Think Troy Cable.
And good morning. Welcome to another edition of Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. He got me sitting to the side, throwing me off a little bit. But let me say, aren't you excited? I am excited. It's almost football season. Whew! I hear this month is going to be a lot cooler than July was. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it was hot. It was hot. It was hot this weekend, but I hear we got a lot of rain coming in this weekend. The temperatures will be cooling down. The kids go back to school on the 9th. Let me say this, please ma'am, please sir. Drive careful. You know, the kids are just getting back out there. They're going to be excited. They're going to be running here and there. So let's look out for them. Let's look out for them. Let me do the word of the day today. I didn't get nobody. But this verse comes up on my phone this morning, and it was really teaching me, and just listen to it. Carry one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. That's Galatians 6:2. You know, at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. And when I think of family, I think of all the benefits we got going on at Sanders Truck Lines and all our sister companies, KW Recycling, Fertilizer, the Dump Division. Let me say this to you. We're booming. We need you to help us. We're booming. We got job opportunities. We got, not just jobs. I call them career. I don't hire a truck driver just to be a truck driver. I hire him as a truck driving career with the benefits and things that I have. And I'm fortunate this morning. I'm going to have Doug Kitchens, safety director. He's going to come in this morning and he's going to tell us some things about saving money. Doug is real good with numbers. Has helped me tremendously with my retirement just by, assisting me here and there and just putting some numbers together and telling me where I need to be. And I thank him for that. But not only will he just help me, he'll help anybody. So he's coming by. And he's going to talk about that. Oh, man, we got our first time. Just to mark down this show, mark it on a date, because this is the first time that we do not driver, but we do employee of the month. I'm excited. The truck drivers, good morning to you. Let me speak to all my Wiley Sanders drivers and all drivers all over the world, especially my Wiley Sanders drivers. But drivers, you chose this sharp employee. Not safety, not other sharp employees, but the drivers. The drivers was the only ones that we let put a name in this box. And it's a great big old box, and I'm excited to have it. I got to call and get the combination to it. Pretty nice, ain't it? Yeah. This is Sharp Employee of the Month. And it sits down there in safety, and we're going to do it once a month. The Sharp Employee gets a gift certificate. He also gets a parking place right in front of the shop with his name put on it. How cool is that? Get his name put there and he gets to park. And,
can I enter the contest?
No. But they won't even let me enter. They won't even let me enter. But, you know, I love it. It brings a bond between our drivers and the shop, because the shop needs the drivers need the shop. And this is just a way for the drivers to show their favorite employee, hey man, I got you. I'm just excited to see who wins. I mean, y'all know me. When you go to give away something or drawing, I get excited. Also gonna have our driver of the month today. We're gonna do that. And we got 3 drivers of the month, 3 divisions. So that's exciting. I got all that. I got all these names sitting all around me. You know, I might let Dustin pull something. I don't know. We're gonna let the safety director do all the pulling this morning. Whew, I bet he'll have a hot phone this evening. We'll be right back after this commercial break with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Mike McDowell, driver of the Love's Travel Stop Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. Just want to send out a special thanks to all you out there that are working so hard to keep America moving. We know that the world's crazy right now, and things are trying, and we know that this is a difficult time, but we're so thankful for you guys that continue to stay on the road and keep us going. We know it's not easy, and you have family back home and friends, and we just appreciate it so much. There's so much that we take for granted that we realize right now that without those trucks going around the country, we wouldn't have any of these supplies. So thank you guys very much. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate it.
Are you ready?
Starting August 20th.
Troy Cable Security makes it easy to stay aware and stay in control of your home wherever you are. User-friendly interface allows easy navigation for lights, locks thermostat, video, and garage doors. Never worry about leaving your garage door open or the front door unlocked. Your mobile app can send alerts to your phone for alarm and no alarm events. Know when your children arrive home from school with video response. Make sure your home is powered by Troy Cable Security for ultimate access, awareness, and protection.
Come join Wiley Sanders Truck Lines today. $1,000 sign-on bonus. We match your 401k up to 4%. Blue Cross, Blue Shield. We also have a dinner plan. You could be the next driver of the month. Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. You're a certified mechanic looking for a job, then come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We need good mechanics. Call John Smothers or Ken Bray for the maintenance department. You will have a future at Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
When you think Troy Cable, think of a world-class network. Think of friendly local customer support experts. Think of reliable internet, phone, television, and security for your home or business. Most importantly, think of a hometown company connecting its community. Think fast. Think friendly. Think Troy Cable.
And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. You know, August the 20th starts the first football game, but when I go to thinking of August, I go to thinking of the rodeo. And I got to turn here, got to look it up. Mr. Derek Thompson sent me some information about the rodeo. And I'm excited.
21st.
The 20th and the 21st? Okay. So let's get ready for the rodeo. Wow, that's just right around the corner. We've got a lot of events that are happening. A lot of events. There's my flyer. And Justin was wrong. It's August the 28th. 27th and 28th. I know to get my flyer. Is at the Cattleman's Park, Quarter 100 US 231 Highway, Troy, Alabama. Tickets are $10 in advance and they're $12 at the show. Let me tell you this. If you haven't never been to the Pike County's rodeo, you need to go. That is the cleanest family fun I've seen around. You got little kids, you got teenagers, you got adults, and then you got people my age, and everybody's there for the same thing. That's to enjoy the rodeo and eat the food, the corn dogs and the popcorn, and whew. Oh, Mr. Garrett, he gonna have that good food there, and his wife gonna make sure I get a plate. I've got hungry just sitting here thinking about it. And that's August 28th and 29th. Great time that will be in Troy, Alabama. Great time. And I'm deeply, greatly excited about it. Very excited about it. We'll be talking about it. We'll be talking about it from now until the day of, and I'm sure we'll have Mr. Bozeman, Mr. Garrick, and I don't know. We'll have some people from the Rodeo Association that'll be here. The Cattlemen's Association, Cattlemen's Association that'll be here. But I just want to remind everybody, if you have not been to the rodeo, please ma'am, please sir, come out and enjoy it. Come out and enjoy it. I go both nights. Quite naturally, we set up a booth there. I would do it if we didn't set up. I just enjoy going. I get some of the staff at work to help me, and it's just really good. We really have a good time, and I think last year me and Kim did it. I need to be getting up some crew this year to do it with. And I want to say welcome back, Kim. Kim left last Wednesday, went on vacation, and today was the first day she's back. That's what we do at Sanders. We keep it family oriented. And when I say family, nobody is sending Justin's video of their grandkids or their little kid reading a Bible verse. I check with him every Monday. Nobody sent it. We had a couple people that sent it. I had so many people stop me in Publix and stop me here and there in stores and say, I want my little baby to read a Bible verse. All you got to do is do it. Email it to Justin. Justin, run your email across there a minute, please. You don't have it? Oh, you can't see it. But, yeah, just email it to us right here at Truck Talk. We'll be glad to let that little daughter or son, there you go, send that right there. Videos are welcome. We're excited. Oh man, Scott Maddox's daughter did one. Who else? We've had a couple. Justin takes time and gets the picture real clear and real good. I think I'm gonna get Brody Johnson. I'm gonna have to start calling out some of these parents. Okay, everybody hear that? Y'all tell Brody Johnson he's up next week. And after Brody Johnson, we're gonna get Derek Thompson's little girl. She's gonna be next. Asa, I think that's how you pronounce that. We're going to get her to read it next. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to calling them out. I'm going to go to calling these parents out. That's what I can do. I can fix that. I can fix that. I can fix that. Another thing about the rodeo, they have vendors there. And they have some of the nicest, the cutest little things on sale. Hats, feathers, they have all kind of stuff. It's just all kind of stuff. I mean, you name it, they got it. I think they had a booth set up last year. They had some candles, belts. That's right, belts, belt buckles, anything like that. They have all those vendors set up, and it's mutton bust. Is that how you say it, Justin? Mutt busted? When they ride the little sheep? That is so cute. That is so cute. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Them little kids, they hold on. That's so good. It came out across there. I think that's the funnest time for me. That and the bull riding.
It's called mutton busting.
Mutton busting. Okay. Yeah, y'all wonder how I get all my information so quick. We got high technology. This is Troy Cable, y'all. This is Troy Cable. We got high technology. I'm excited about something else that's going on in Troy. And that's and it's at the Calamans. The Calamans, if it's going on, it's going to be at the Calamans. They're having Fish and Faith, having a gospel concert down there this Saturday. And it starts at 4 p.m. and it's going to be really big. I'm really excited about that. So I'll be hanging out at the Calamans this weekend. And I got one of my drivers, Tony Martin. He's renewing his vows. Congratulations to you and your beautiful wife. And we hope y'all have a good time. That's going to be at J. Michelle's. I'm just trying to think of all the things that's going on in Troy. You know, we're getting ready for the big football season. My sister over at Troy State, Troy University, excuse me, don't y'all crucify me. Troy University, she had a big promotion. She's going to be on the show one day this week talking about her new position at Troy University. I think the football team is going to be really good this year. We can only look back at 2021 and say, hey, we got to move forward. Things are better. Our economy is coming back. And when I talk about the economy, let me say this, and I may make some people mad when I say this, but it hurts me to ride down the bypass and see all these people needing people to go to work. And then I hear people say they can't find no job. I mean, come on, people. Let's get back out there. Oh, I know they say they got a new variant going around, but we got to live. We got to stay prayed up, keep our hands washed. But we can't sit at home forever. We cannot, and I'll say it again, sit at home forever. I don't know what else I can say. You got Captain D's offering $100 sign-on bonus. You got the local Waffle House had to close because they couldn't get enough employees. You can't tell me something ain't wrong there. You can't. There's no way you're gonna make me believe that something is not wrong in that picture. And we can do better. We can do better. Let's get off the couch and let's go to work and let's get our town to flourishing and get the economy going around and get money going here and there and tip your waitresses when you go out and eat. And let's get things kicked back off. We can do it. We can do it. Let's get things kicked back off. Everybody needs help. Everybody should have a job. If you're able to work, hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Nothing. My granddaddy told me this. He said, don't nothing beat a job. And I told him, I said, well, job ain't everything here, the granddaddy. He said, well, it can turn into things, boy. It can turn into light bill. It can turn into rent. It can turn into groceries. It was a little tribute from my granddaddy. We'll be right back after this commercial break with Wiley Sanders Truck Talk.
Welcome to Love's. Safe and clean are two words that mean more now than ever before. Love's has been the leader of clean places, friendly faces for nearly 60 years. When you visit our stores, you'll find something for the entire family to enjoy, from our restaurants to plenty of drink and snack options. So whether you're back on the open road or planning to be soon, we'll be here for you and your entire travel party, keeping our stops safe, clean, and stocked with all your road trip needs. Love's, the heart of the highway.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first.
Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Guys, we got so many benefits. I wish we had some help. We do. Oh, we got per diem. We got a dental plan. Oh, we got team drivers. We got paid vacation.
Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Troy, Alabama.
Wait, Hoss Daddy, you forgot something.
Oh, the $1,000 sign-on bonus at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, Troy, Alabama. Money, money, money.
Did you know at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, after 30 days of employment, that you can join our 401k retirement plan? That's right, we match it up to 4%. That's gross pay, 4% after 30 days of employment. Drive a Buck Division truck for Wiley Sanders Truck Line, be home twice a week and every weekend. You know, if these wheels roll at Wiley Sanders Truck Line, you make money. Home twice a week, every weekend. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, $1,000 sign-on bonus. Come drive for the best today.
Take the worry out of Wi-Fi with managed Wi-Fi from Troy Cable. Say goodbye to dead zones. Automatically update outdated technology. Get the most of your signal with specialized access points. With worry-free Wi-Fi from Troy Cable, you can enjoy a full-strength signal reaching every corner of your home. Think fast. Think friendly. Think Troy Cable.
At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. You've heard me talk about the $1,000 sign-on bonus. You've heard me talk about Blue Cross Blue Shield. You've heard me talk about the dental plan. You've heard me talk about our sister companies. But have you heard me talk about what you can have in 10 years at Wiley Sanders Truck Line at 4%? That's right. With Wiley Sanders Truck Line, they match your 401k up to 4%. $650 a month? Hey. 10 years, $124,000. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line for your future. And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. I got on the phone Matthew Jordan from Trojan Detail. Matt, what's going on, man? Good morning to you.
Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. Today is Monday. You have a senior citizen day today, don't you?
Yeah, I have senior citizen day. You know, if you fill up today, you get $5 you call what? Senior citizen. I'm just waiting for somebody to pull up. Senior citizen, we'll take care of you.
We'll take care. Well, let me ask you something. I was behind your truck the other day, and I saw a sign on it that said window washing, moving. I mean, you guys do a little bit of it all, huh?
I do it all. I'm also in all of that. We'll move you. We'll come pressure wash your home, your sidewalk. You just give us a call, let us come out. We'll give an estimate, and we'll take care of you.
You know, I was talking to Doug Kitchens, and he talked like y'all might have helped him out when he was doing his house. Such a good cleanup job you guys did. Y'all got a lot going on up there at 104 Montgomery Street. I saw a sign where you buying junk batteries.
Oh, yeah, we buying junk batteries. If they bring them up there, we're ready to buy today.
Ready to buy today. Well, that's good, man. I tell you. Getting those old junk batteries picked up will help clean the environment. I think that's what the mayor was thinking when he, granted that for y'all to do that up there. I think that was the vision in mind. It's always good to talk to you. You know, I was talking to a good friend of mine, Anthony Knight. You know him, don't you?
Oh, I know him well.
Anthony is just touched my heart the other day. Him and a couple of his friends, I think it's Adrian, they're getting book bags and pencils and notebook paper and all kind of stuff, man. They collecting it and they're just gonna give it to the kids, and it don't matter what kid it is. It's just anybody that needs it, they're gonna give it to them. I just thought that was nice. When he mentioned that to me in the gym, I told him to come by there and hit Trojan Detail up for $100.
Well, you need to come on by and get it, because we love to support our community.
All right, then. Well, thank you, Matt, for calling. We're going to take a short break, and we got Mr. Doug Kitchens finna come and talk about some money. You need to stay tuned in. You know Doug, don't you?
I know Doug.
All right. We'll see you later.
All right.
We'll be right back, and we'll be with our first guest when we come back. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. You've heard me talk about the $1,000 sign-on bonus. You've heard me talk about Blue Cross Blue Shield. You've heard me talk about the dental plan. You've heard me talk about our sister companies. But have you heard me talk about what you can have in 10 years at Wiley Sanders Truck Line at 4%? That's right. With Wiley Sanders Truck Line, they match your 401k up to 4%. $650 a month? Hey, 10 years, $124,000. That's right, Wiley Sanders Truck Line for your future.
Hey everybody, Mike McDowell, driver of the Love's Trouble Stop Ford Mustang from Front Row Motorsports. Just want to send out a special thanks to all you out there that are working so hard to keep America moving. We know that the world's crazy right now, and things are trying, and we know that this is a difficult time, but we're so thankful for you guys that continue to stay on the road and keep us going. We know it's not easy, and you have family back home and friends, and we just appreciate it so much. There's so much that we take for granted that we realize right now that without those trucks going around the country, we wouldn't have any of these supplies. So thank you guys very much. Keep up the good work, and we appreciate it.
Are you ready?
Starting August 20th.
I like your little highlight film, Justin. That's a pretty good little highlight. Doug, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jeffrey.
I don't want to hold you up because you're a busy man, but this is the first time we do shop employee, and I wanted you to pull everybody this morning. I've been wanting to get you in here. And while I got you here, let me ask you something. How important is it to have the 401k?
Well, Jeffrey, several years ago, many years ago, we implemented a 401k plan that enables employees to set aside a portion of their money on a pre-tax basis that helps them save for retirement. 3 or 4 years ago, I think about 4 years ago, the company decided that the system was participated well, but it was we were advancing it. The company started matching dollar for dollar 4%, up to 4% of a person's gross pay. And the participation in the plan has grown from, it's probably quadrupled as far as the number of employees are participating in it. But Jeffrey, I want to tell you something. You may not be aware of this because I'm not ever giving you the number, but we've had employees participating in this retirement plan that our total accumulated balance of employee money that's managed through Transamerica Retirement Services is in excess of $23 million.
Oh!
And that's money that you and I and other employees have decided to set aside. But I will tell you, much of that money is company money that has been matched. And that, I've given this illustration to several drivers in your presence, and when we're talking to them about matching money, I'll say, let me just ask you this. Where can you go and slap a $20 bill down or whatever amount of money you want to put on the table, and it all of a sudden double and you put it back in your pocket? And it's a guaranteed benefit. It's a great benefit that Mr. Sanders and Mr. Campbell have approved for our employees. But it provides not only for themselves but their families. And one day they'll be much more appreciative than they even are today.
What gets me is, and you know, I talk about it every Monday morning. I talk about it every day when I'm trying to recruit a driver. I use it as a great recruiting tool, because you're telling me that if I save 4%, my employee's gonna put 4%. Only with us, you know, and I lobby with the state all the time. They take 10 years to be invested. We vested day one. That's pretty doggone good. And like you say, that's just like, I'm gonna give it to you. That is so good of the Sanders companies, and all our companies do that, you know. And it's just exciting. And I think so many people, and that's why I wanted you to come on here, because I think so many people just don't understand how easy it is to save.
It's just a matter of a commitment. Each of us have taxes that come out of our payroll. I tell employees sometimes, I'll say, we got state tax, federal tax, Social Security tax, and I got Doug tax. And my point is to them,
Doug tax.
if it comes out of my check and I never see it. Now, we're all human. When we get our money, we're going to live our lifestyle based on our income. And, you know, we try to be, you know, efficient with our spending to protect our families, but we're all human. We're going to live a lifestyle based on our income for the most part. And if you just set it aside and just close your eyes and let the money grow, not only are you doubling your money every week, but you can invest it in options that are available within our plan. There's probably 25 or 30 separate types of investment options to make you comfortable when you're investing your money. I'm asked all the time, well, what do you think I should do? I'm not an investment professional. I don't claim to be. I don't want to impress that impression on other employees. But what I can tell them is that the right decision is the one that makes you comfortable in how you invest. You and I may be we may be putting the same money in, but we may have total different philosophies. I might like mine in something that's really solid and guaranteed. You might like to play markets, and we have those options for everyone to make decisions that makes them comfortable in how they invest their future.
Well, I don't think he'll mind, and if he do, I'm just gonna take the chance. Frank is serious. You ever been in there when it's a bad day when things don't be bad in the money?
He can keep up with it.
Yeah, and the first thing he'll say, just hold tight, just hold tight.
Yeah.
I say, who you trying to convince, you or me?
You know, sometimes we all say things that we're really trying to convince ourselves.
Yeah, he said, you just got to hold tight. And I'll be looking at it and laughing. But Daniel Walker, and me and you both know Daniel, I am proud to say that we were standing in there and we were just talking about drivers in the shop, and Daniel said, you know, won't we let the drivers pick up Shop Employee of the Month?
Yeah.
And Doug, that's what I like about you. If you hear an idea, you always say it don't fall on deaf ears. And we all sit there and looked at each other. And I think me and you were both thinking, dog, why we didn't think of that?
Yeah.
That's a pretty darn good idea.
Yeah.
And here we are. And I thought it would be a pleasure to the man who we laid it in your lap, you took it and carried it to the necessary commands to get it done. And I want you to pull the first one.
I'll be glad to do it. I'll be glad to do it. I tell you, before I pull it, I will say this. One of the ideas that Daniel had, and that when we were meeting and discussing it, we want a relationship built between our shop employees and our drivers, because they actually rely on each other. The driver does his pre-trips, and the driver educates and writes up issues that they might find with equipment. The shop maintains the equipment, so the driver's communication to the shop is important, and then the shop's successful management of the equipment is important to the driver. So we're trying to get that bond built to where they really feel like they're together. And it's just a small way of doing it, but a shop employee is important just as the driver. So we're going to see who gets that first one. And I'll try to get my cord all right. I won't even look down in there. The good thing is I feel a lot of pieces of paper, so we're going to get this first one.
It is a lot. Who is it, Doug? I'm so excited. Who is it?
Is that Cody Murphy or Katie Murphy?
That's a K.
It's Cody Murphy, K-A-K-O-D-Y.
Yeah. Oh.
And the driver was Philip Youngblood.
All right.
So obviously Philip on 7030 was his truck number, but obviously Philip had an experience with Mr. Murphy that was a positive experience.
Yeah.
And he felt it was important enough and appreciated it enough that he came to the safety office where this box stays, and he nominated Mr. Murphy for that award. So it's good to see that a driver not only had a positive experience, but he took the time to come to the shop and write down the guy's name, which tells me that he must have had a conversation. They communicated together, and that's how he got his name.
But he come to safety.
He did.
What you always say.
I don't want to be afraid.
You
don't be afraid to come to safety. It ain't always bad.
It ain't always bad. All right. Well, your driver's going to really be calling you today because you're getting it all today.
All right.
This is you're now pulling the van division.
All right. So we're going to reach in here.
Everybody know the safety director did it.
Russell Russian on truck 7019, and his dispatcher is Mike Glasscock.
Oh, Glasscock.
So, again, that's a sign that Russell is doing a quality job, that Mike felt like it was worthy of him to give him that nomination for Driver of the Month.
Now, this is the fertilizer division. This is Hunter Most, the dump truck. We call it the dump division.
All right. We've got Martin Williamson, 4517. Josh Crow's his dispatcher.
All right. I tell you what, we just moving right along now.
Jeffrey, before I draw this last one, tell the audience what award these people get.
Okay. The shop employee of the month. This is what I'm so excited about. He's going to have a parking place right in front of the shop with his name on it. Everybody, Trace Parker always teaches us that everybody likes kudos. You know, it ain't a data boy. Trace calls it data boy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I've been working hard all my life. But when I got my parking place and I saw my name, I liked it.
Yeah.
I just kind of grinned, and still to this day, when I pull up, I have a purpose. I know I'm supposed to park here and I'm supposed to go in here and do a job. And just thank the shop employee for a whole month. He's going to park right there in front of park right next to John Smothers, and we give him a gift certificate. Not a com check, a gift card, wives that they can hand to you, and they can go buy what they want. And then when it's the driver of the month, you know, we put the big banner up. And we're also going to put the big banner up for the shop. I think John has picked out a place. Tony Swindle has already reached out to me. Because we like a day late. He's already reached out to me. And we put their banner up over the driver's lounge. And we put, which was one of your ideas. You said, let's put two banners up. Let's put one where they home. And, you know, we start putting the one at the driver's lounge. And we make them a plaque. The shop is going to get a plaque. And I left it on my desk, of course. But Beth, God bless her, she bought a nice plaque for the shop. And it's all about letting them know we can't make it without you. We love you. The driver. Those guys are so excited about their name being on that banner.
Yeah.
When I take drivers on the tour on Thursday, I say, I want to see your name up there. And you ought to see the expression I get. Man, I'm going to get mine up there. Ladies will say, I'm going to get mine up there. You know.
That's right. I've had some of them when we've posted the banner and we announce, and I reach out to them and congratulate them. They'll ask me to take a picture with my cell phone and text it to them. It's a proud moment. They can send it to their families, and but they've earned it too. You know, they've obviously
and
excelled.
I've had drivers to ask me for the banner, you know, and I do that. I know I'm opening a can of worms, but I do that first come, first serve basis. Whoever asks me for it, we give it to them at the end of the year, because you know every year we put it up on a trailer.
Right.
So I don't give them away before the end of the year. But you know, when I think of Driver of the Month, I think of Trace Parker, and this is why. When we first come up with that, I knew that we was headed in the right direction, because I went to the doctor's office. I done told this story 1,000 times, so I'm going to skip all that. But when I went to him with it and I told him, Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And stay on it. We'll tweak as we go. And you know, and since we've been doing it, we did a little tweaking here. And that's kind of like your philosophy. We got to do something. We can't do nothing about what's been done, but we can always move
That's what I always say. You can't fix the past. You can't change the past.
Yeah, that's right.
But you can control the future if you make good decisions. So.
And I think we're making good decisions in safety. We got people that are happy now. We got drivers that are coming by that share their ideas. Todd Dillinger, I saw you complimenting him on the video he did.
Right.
Jeff Williamson, I thought that video was so nice of telling how to crank that truck. Now somebody out there may be listening to us and say, what do you mean how to crank it? This modern equipment, you have to turn the key on. Some people call it let it go through his bells and whistles. Jeff gave a keynote. He said, wait till the check engine light goes on.
Right.
That's it. He said, I always wait till that, then I know I got it. And you know, that saves them from being side the road from that thing.
Right.
What they call it, D-rate.
Right.
D-rate. I think me and you are both getting us a little mechanic lessons as we go it out.
I can assure you, I'm learning more than I ever knew.
Yeah, but we're learning. It's kind of fun to learn.
That's right. That's right.
You'd be amazed at what they'll do. Now, you know, the man that runs this division, I pick on him all the time. You know, that's Mr. Brent Freeman. You know. Yeah. Brent wants 2,000, 3,000 miles a week. Now,
he'll let him go. Well, there's plenty of freight to haul. I mean, so he just wants movement.
You know, and if you can tell me, and anybody out there, if you can get on the computer and you can show it to me and tell me, I'll look at it. But I don't know nowhere where you can make 3,000 miles a week and be home every weekend. Consistently.
All you got to do is be dependable.
That's going to be hard
They will
to beat.
get it done.
That's going to be hard. Yeah, and I'm priming myself up for Wednesday when I go to Dothan because I say it all the time. If you show it to me, I'll listen. Buck Division, Doug, everybody's going to be calling you today. You pulled all of it.
These calls, I don't mind one bit. It's easy to tell somebody good news. Chris White. I remember when Chris on truck 883, TJ Sneed, Chris was trained by clearly one of our top trainers, Anthony Knight. And I'll tell you a brief story about Chris, why I know him as well as I did. When he first got his own truck, he had a couple of hiccups with various issues, not necessarily related to work or freight or equipment, but he and I developed a very good friendship. There's times when, even on the weekends, my phone will ring and I look at it and it's Chris. And he'll say, hey, I just wanted to call and say hello. And sometimes he's called me and he'll say, I'm coming on the yard. He said, I got my little boy in town. He said, can I bring him by and let you meet him? And he's got a little 3-year-old, 4-year-old boy that he just thinks the world of, and he tells me all the time what he does
is for that
little boy, and he wants that little boy to see his work ethic and everything. But Chris is a really fine. I'm proud to see his name come out of there.
You know, it's good when you have a relationship like that, but it's even better when the safety director. You know, so many companies, me and you talk about it all the time. The safety director is like but you know, you take it serious, but you form a human side of a relationship. Yes, if some things I have to do, I just have to do. But basically what I want to do is we all just work here, have a good time in your favorite words, and just happen to get paid.
That's right. Well, Jeffrey, there has to become a balance. I've learned over the 18 months or so that I've been safety director. You get to a point where you have to create a balance. It is a demanding job that you have to make tough decisions at times. You do want drivers to respect you as a safety director for the things you have to do. But what I have learned is that many times the driver just wants to be heard. And so in my opinion, if you do a good job as a safety director, you do those things that are tough. But you also become a driver's advocate because they are the tools. And I say this to you and the other staff that we have to treat every driver when we deal with their one issue as if they are the driver that made our paycheck that week. And if every time we have a dealing with a driver, we treat them with that level of respect, and it becomes a culture that's built among everyone at the company, things are going to get so much better, and the growth we're striving for is going to happen.
Miss Stacy, Miss Lindsay, I was talking to her, and she had an issue with her truck. And this happens. It happened to me with a brand new truck. We never did figure out what was wrong with it. But she's had an issue. But it made me feel good the other day when I asked her about it. And she says, I don't know. She said, we done did everything. She said, the shop done did everything. You done did everything. She said, I'm just going with the... If we had not did everything, she couldn't say that.
Yeah.
She know we have tried it. We have run it in the dyno all night. It is left there running. She has went off on it and it be running. It quit. It start back to running. So that's a driver that knows, okay, they did everything they could. And when we find it, it'll be a little while just touching something. Yeah. You'll find it one day when you're not looking for it. But I was so glad to hear her say that. She said, we have did everything. The shop has did everything. I liked it. Yeah. And that was the cultural. That's what you're talking about. She called me. I called John. John called somebody. And we just did a little test on it.
Right.
She knows that. She knows the things we have did.
Well, it's a never-ending battle when you're dealing with equipment.
Yes.
That goes over the road as far as it goes, and it's constant. You and I get in our pickup trucks and we drive to and from work, and we park that thing, and we just, man, some of these trucks, they're running 125,000 miles a year, and they're over the road. They're in all kinds of climates.
The truck does everything. You drive it. You sleep in it.
Yeah.
It's everything. The truck is all of you, and yeah, that's a lot of wear and tear.
Right.
But thank God our boss man buys the best equipment they make out there. He buys those nice Kenworths, and I'll say this: we don't buy a cheap truck. We buy a comfortable truck. Right. We buy a truck that's got everything. I tell people when I go to a school, like, 'cause I'm getting primed up for Wednesday, if it's in trucking, we have it. We have it. We have the modern technology, all the tools that it takes to make money. And I can honestly, and I say it all the time, I tell a driver. Now I got a guy in there this week. I'm watching this guy. He's got 2 girls. I've already learned this from him. He got 2 girls. He's working at Coca-Cola. When he got his CDL, he wanted to upgrade. He told me what he wanted. He took off his job and came on a Saturday to see me and told me he'd be here in 2 weeks. And yesterday was his birthday, and he came down with his wife and all, and they got to look at Troy, and and he's happy. He's happy. But I know within my mind, if he does his part, I put him with a company that's going to do their part. I'm not worried.
Every Monday morning when we start an orientation class, one of the things that I say to them is that we are not so naive as to think that with a valid, good standing CDL, they didn't have other choices. We're not so naive as to think that they didn't have choices. Yeah. They chose us, and we appreciate it, but it's our job to convince them long term that they made the right decision.
That he made the right decision.
So that's what we strive to do.
And it's a lot of work goes into it. I mean, me and Dale put manless hours into, and I tell trainees this. We try to match it up. We find out. We ask questions. We like football. Do you smoke? Where do you live at? We try to get them as close to each other home and we find out the greater you make that match, the better success it is.
I told him this morning, and we had a few trainees in the beginning orientation class today, and I told him, I said, these early days of the week, you'll be having conversations with people. People will be watching you. I said, and the reason is give us the best opportunity to make the best match for you. And if we are unsuccessful, we don't mind changing it. Yeah. Because everybody does not have that perfect fit. But most of the time, I would say, in the high 90% time, it ends up making a very good fit.
And we did it long enough. Certain things we don't be in. If a guy says, I don't smoke, but I can go with a smoker, we said no. You can't. You think you can because a lot of time a guy don't want to be no trouble, and he thinks. And we had it happen to me in time about 2 weeks in. He go, "Man, I love working here, but I can't take another cigarette." You know, it's just. And then you got people that smoke. It was funny last week. Miss Pam, she was getting ready to. She turned a student loose. I had a student that his trainer was sick. And I asked Miss Pam, what she take? He got needs like 3 more weeks or something. Well, they're both trying to quit smoking. In conversation, I found that out.
Yeah.
So Miss Pam, she said, does he smoke? Because I ain't had one in 3 weeks. So I called him, and he said, I ain't had one in 2 weeks. I'm vaping, and I got the contact. They decided they're going to help each other.
Right.
You know, we ain't going to smoke. And
they can become each other's support.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's just by communicating.
Right.
And I'm going to give you one more critic, and then I'm going to let you go. I'll be good for a day off next week. But no, seriously, though, I love the things that you put in play and stay with. You said that my door won't never be closed unless I'm in a meeting. It never is.
Yeah.
You said it don't fall on deaf ears. If you tell me, give me a chance. And I haven't. And we was talking about you the other day. Matter of fact, you like walked up on us, but we was talking about the issue. We said, Doug said it ain't on deaf ears, and it ain't. It was something that we had talked about, and you was putting in something that was gonna fix it. And it was been a little while back, you. That little yellow pad, I've kind of copied off you a little bit. I used to think you just smart, but you're smart enough to write it down. I ain't been smart enough to write it down.
You don't see me very often without a yellow pad in my hand.
I mean, and you got pages and pages and pages. I said, well, just a safety director can do it, I can do it. But it helps, don't it?
At the end of the day, if you are someone, if you're in a role of trying to be a part of helping other people, the one thing you've got to be is you've got to be reliable. That means if you tell somebody that you're going to do something, you're going to have to do it. And that's why I have always believed that, things shouldn't fall on deaf ears. You don't say something and just let it go out the other side of your head and not take someone's suggestion serious. Every suggestion's not an answer to a problem, but it might be a part of the solution. So, you try to do what you can, but most of all, you just try to make folks believe that you are reliable and that you're going to do what you tell them. I had a conversation on my cell phone between the time I left the office to getting here with a driver who had some questions on something. And I told him as soon as I get out of here, I'll be calling him back as soon as I get an answer for him. Yeah. And I'll do that because it's just something that if they can't trust that I'm going to do what I tell them, then I'm not going to have the respect that I need in order to be able to be successful.
And then people will respect you when you have to make a hard decision. They'll know, well, that ain't what he tries to do, but he's backed in the corner. There's nothing he can do. Well, Doug, thank you for coming by. I don't try to worry you much, but that 401k had been on my mind all week, so thanks for coming by and cleaning up a little bit of that. I'm going to get these to Tony this morning, and we're going to go to a commercial break and let you get out of here.
Let me say one thing before we go to the commercial break real quickly. I'm going to tell them the story of Jeffrey and his 401k. He was doing his 4%. He was out on the road. He was talking to me about it. He was recruiting somewhere. And I said, Jeffrey, what you need to do is go up to 6%. He said, whoa, why do I need to do that? I said, well, if you put 6 and Mr. Sanders is putting 4, the way I see it is if 10% is good enough for Jesus, it ought to be good enough for Jeffrey. Right then he told me, he said, move me to 6%.
I did it that day.
And did you ever miss the other 2%? Really? I mean, if you don't see it, you don't miss it.
And I tell people God gives us things sometimes, and I try to get at to so many young people. You heard me in there telling them guys this morning, when you get my age, you won't be sitting in the class listening to them.
If there's an employee that's watching, even if they work for a different company that has an opportunity for a retirement plan contribution, what they need to understand is this: begin the contribution. Give it 3 weeks. If you get paid weekly, which all of our companies do, give it 3 weeks. At that point, your pay will be adjusted to where you're accustomed to living with it, and you really won't miss it. It'll be your own tax. You just call it your retirement tax.
Yeah, never look at it. Never look at it. That's another modern thing we got. I love the Easter coming to you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's good for the drivers. It was basically put in for the drivers. If they forget to turn in a trip, it don't show up Friday. They got Wednesday, they got Thursday and Friday. Say, hey, look, so and so and so. That's what it was created for. But that is so nice, and so many of the guys just love it. They talk about it all the time. You know, it's just a little app they got, and it goes off and it shows you what your check gonna be that way. It's just a good time to be working at Wiley Sanders Strut Line.
It is. Every company's growing, and it's always, well, I've been here 36 and a half years, so I think I'm about ready to say I'm going to stay.
Well, if you ain't made up your mind by now, you might as well.
I got it figured out, I believe.
You just say. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Are you ready?
Starting August 20th.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields. Though you've probably heard these words before, it's our wish for all travelers. For those carrying the things we need and visiting the ones they love. Those that take to the open road to feed their families, to see new sights, to get ahead. They spend hours, days, nights, even weeks on an endless ribbon of highway. Through the weather, the breakdowns, the closures. And then they see it. Glowing in the distance, that familiar sign. A sigh of relief. Each day, thousands stop by. Each different. Each with one thing in common. They need this. They need us. They need a home away from home. A place where everything is exactly the way they like it, and the everyday is done extraordinarily well. So today's a new day. Let's be that place. An open sign where there's none for miles. A familiar face that always says, welcome back. A meal that refreshes their soul. Let's be that place where they can grab a warm shower after a long day, and be that crew that can repair just about anything.
At Wiley Sanders Strut Line, we put God and family first. You've heard me talk about the $1,000 sign-on bonus. You've heard me talk about Blue Cross Blue Shield. You've heard me talk about the dental plan. You've heard me talk about our sister companies. But have you heard me talk about what you can have in 10 years at Wiley Sanders Strut Line at 4%? That's right. With Wiley Sanders Strut Line, they match your 401k up to 4%. $650 a month? Hey. 10 years, $124,000. That's right, Wiley Sanders Strut Line for your future.
Are you ready?
Starting August 20th.
Did you know at Wiley Sanders Strut Line, after 30 days of employment, that you can join our 401k retirement plan? That's right, we match it up to 4%. That's gross pay, 4% after 30 days of employment. Drive a Buck Division truck for Wiley Sanders Strut Line, be home twice a week and every weekend. You know, if these wheels roll at Wiley Sanders Strut Line, you make money. Home twice a week, every weekend. Wiley Sanders Strut Line, $1,000 sign-on bonus. Come drive for the best today.
You know, I sit here and I think about the drivers and the driver of the month and the employee of the month. And it makes me proud to work for a company that loves their employees. I mean, if there's anything I would want to say right now, it's just that. I'm just proud to be with a company that loves their employees. I'm proud to be with a trucking company that loves the truck drivers, loves the shop, it's just a lot of love. You often hear me say this. Mr. Sanders told me, Stephen Sanders told me to make sure everybody know that we put family and God first. And things like this, guys, shows me that. The older I get, the more emotional that I get. So, hey, we've had a good time. We've learned how to save a little money. Got some people going to be recognized this month. Got a lot of great things going on this month. Don't forget next Monday, Brody Johnson will be doing the Bible verse. Let's be excited. Let's do what we need to do to make things better in our town. Pike County, this is us. Let's go to work. Let's get this economy. Let's turn our county around. I'm worried about Pike County right now. I want everybody to be good, but my focus is on Pike County. We can do it. Let's do it. Let's fill some of these empty places that need people to work. Let's turn our economy around. Be blessed. Stay in prayer. Until next time, this has been Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Are you ready?
Starting August 20th.
Did you know at Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, after 30 days of employment, that you can join our 401k retirement plan? That's right, we match it up to 4%. That's gross pay, 4% after 30 days of employment.